Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube is Donnie B all day. So, a couple things to get to. This sweet freaking Stockman, and if anybody knows, I love carrying a real pocket knife, Yeah, we have all the modern stuff, and today, oh, I just put it down over there. Today I have a switchblade on me, but something about a man's knife. A man's knife that just does it right. I always have some kind of pocket knife, like either the Sod Buster or one of my, like the Tribal Lock. I love those knives. I keep one in my pocket, and then I keep a belt clip knife as well. And generally, like my D-Bad Little Big Man or one of my Hen and Roosters, I like a belt knife too. So depending, especially if I'm not wearing a belt, then I obviously don't wear those. But look at this, man. Oh, man. So this is called the Case Tang. I want to make sure I got the Case Tang Stamp Series Stockman. The Stockman is just the 3-blade knife. This is the stamp right here. It's the Tang Stamp, and it's a series. So that explains it all. Let's get into what this thing's got for blades and all that. So it does have brass pins, and it has brass liners that are very, very nice. These knives are built so freaking solid. The Case knife is the most collectible knife in the world. These are the most collectible knives in the world is Case knives. The values stay. They rise, and a lot of them, some of them are worth buku bucks because Case does it right. Let's see. Oh, it does have nickel silver bolsters, which are very, very well done. It is a 2020 knife. And made in the USA. Obviously, okay, this is what I wanted. So our clip blade, and they all have little thumb grooves, thumb picks, I think they're called, or something like that. This is all true sharp steel. Beautiful true sharp steel. So these are the 3 blades on this one. We have a clip point, a sheep's foot, and a spaying blade. Now, everybody knows what this is for. This is for just about anything. You know, the cowboys, when they carry these, this is going to be your rope cutting tool, your open a can tool, your all kinds of stuff like that tool, your regular just get things done knife tool. This one was designed, it's called a sheep's foot, and the reason I just nicked my my fingernail on it, and a little piece of fingernail was stuck right on the blade. That's these things, when they say true sharp, they are so truly sharp. This was designed for shaving sheep's feet. That's exactly why it's called a sheep's foot blade, not just because of the look. And the reason is because right here, it's dull all the way down. Like where you have a clip point, you start to pull in right here, and it gets a little sharper at the tip. So what they did is with the sheep's foot, so you can get your finger all the way on that edge with a nice flat surface, right? So they're able to use this, so it's a really, really, really good skinning blade. Using the sheep's foot to belly like a rabbit or anything else, a deer. Excellent freaking knives for that. They're made to literally cut hooves and things like that. So most excellent, the sheep's foot. What most people don't know about the spaying blade is what the original design was for. Bull calves, right? So it's like a young bull, a male cow. Well, sometimes you don't want these to be seed spreaders. You want to keep these guys contained. So this blade was designed to castrate bull calves. That's exactly what it was designed for. What do you use it for today? Any freaking thing you want, because it's sharp and it's stout. It's a good little blade. Let's go over the size of these blades. That's what I was looking for because I had them all down. So your clip point, the old clipper. Your clip point is 3.3 inches long. It's a nice sized blade. Your let's see, your sheep's foot is 2.3, and your spay blade is 2.2. Close length of 413. It does have olive green pick bone, which, I mean, come on, that's just freaking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's built solid. There's no gapping. There's no misaligns. There's nothing like that. nail nick. That's what they call that. They call it a nail nick. Let's see. It's an everyday carry. Ambidextrous pocket knife. Yada do. Blah blah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna test the edges on these little guys and just see how they cut. I already know how it's gonna hold up. I know everything about these knives because I have multiple case knives, and every one of them I love. And here's the deal. I think if you want to be a knife collector, a collector of knives, a knife guy, there are 3 knives that you must own to call yourself a collector. You must own a case pocket knife. Listen, old school style case. It doesn't even matter which one. It doesn't matter on the model. You can have a Congress, a Canoe, you can have the Tribal Lock or a Sodbuster or one of these. But it really comes down to, in order to be a real knife guy, you have to understand all knives. And to be a collector, if you don't have a case folding knife in your collection, you are not a real collector yet, but you will be because you'll get one. Another knife is a real Swiss Army, and everybody knows there's only 2 real Swiss Army knives. There's the Suiza and my favorite, the Victorinox. I use a Swiss Champ because it's the greatest multi-tool out there. If you have a fishing kit and you have a Victorinox knife, you stick your Victorinox, like a Swiss Champ or a Fieldmaster, into your fishing kit. It comes with a little hook. So let's say you got the fishing hook way down inside that fish. Well, it's got a little hook on it. You could pull that hook out. Really convenient. It's got little scissors so you could snip fishing line. It's got just everything. So I think a real Swiss Army, a real case folding knife, and the last one that is a must-have for every serious knife collector is a hobo knife. A hobo knife is a lot like this, except instead of 3 blades, it has 1 blade, 1 spoon, 1 fork. You've all seen them. I did a video on a hobo knife. They are awesome to have. Great. You stick one of these, a Swiss Army and a hobo knife inside your camp bag, your camp stuff, your camp gear. You will have everything you need outside of your large chopper and wood splitter. That's it. Everything else you'll have in just these little blades right here. And I'm going to show you why I say that real quick. So I brought in some wood from outside. I got some good wood. I'm going to use the spay blade because the spay blade is made for something particular. And not this, but because it's so good, I will show you how good it is. These little blades right here are most excellent. Most excellent little cutting tools. You don't have to castrate a bull to make this thing work. You can castrate a stick. So any of these blades are going to be really, really good in the camp, especially when you're talking about feather sticking or preparation for game. All of these knives are going to be amazing, amazing game prep knives. That is 100% sap on that blade. That is icky, sticky, gooey sap. I can't wipe it off with my hands. It is on there. That is nasty. After doing that with sap, let's see how truly sharp this thing is. I got the hairs all locked in the sap. So, ooh, that's a good thing. Ooh wee, look at that. I'm just actually shaving down because it's shaving so nice. I'm leaving myself with a perfectly shaved arm, and you can see maybe all that hair is like glued onto the sap and just on there. It'll take a little cleaning. But you can see, I mean, that is razor sharp. So now we'll do one that's not covered in sap. All right, we'll pull out the sheep's foot. We'll see how that goes. A non-sappy blade. Look at that. Truly sharp. Wow. I mean, now that there's no sap, you can see that that thing is an absolute shaver. Are they consistent? Do all their knives, do all their blades inside your Stockmans come razor sharp? Yes, they do. And we will test that right now. Oh, look at that. Another perfectly shaved arm. Man, I love these knives. I love these knives. So, I mean, You could shave Bigfoot in a hurry with this thing. You know what I mean? Just call him Auntie Elda or something so you can get them through town. These things are so freaking sharp. I love them. All right, so let's get back to doing a little carving. We're going to use the clip point, and what I want to do is make a big takeout right here. And remember, friction, I'm going this way. There's no lock, so if I go this way, it'll close. But going this way, it's not coming back at you. So you are very, very good there. So watch this. Just going to wiggle my knife through. Look what we're doing. Look what we're doing. We're taking an entire corner off of this piece of wood here, this big old stick, just by wiggling my clip point on my case folder. All right? Ooh-wee. Let me get this stuff out of here. I got stuff everywhere. It's getting in my way. I don't want to end up... Okay, good. Here we go. So this little Stockman with a 3... Although the blade is a pretty good size. It's, you know, it's over 3 inches. So you're doing good. But look at this, man. Look at this. This is a sappy piece of wood. And you're looking at 1.5 to 2 inches, right? It's a good sized piece, maybe even more, because look at the size of it compared to the blade. And I am just literally wiggling, so I'm not having to chop, I'm not having to go crazy. And look at this. Look at this, guys. It's pretty much all the way through now. I just want to get it a good edge on it, on the piece of wood, I mean, because if I'm putting something together, if I'm making something using this wood, I want that nice, perfect, flat piece. Well, I just made it. So let's clean it up right here. Tell me if that doesn't look like it was done with a saw. That is perfect. That's perfect. Going against the grain, going cross grain, and look at that. I use that. So now if you're making something, boop, boop, put 2 pieces together. I could put a notch right here if I want. Nice little notch. Nice little notch. So there's one. There's a notch. There's a notch. There's 2 notches right there, right? So now this is a little trick. I know I like to show you guys some bushcraft stuff every now and then. So now you take something like this, you make another one, boop, you put it this way, right? So you can make a window frame, a door frame, or you can make a chair, anything like that. You take your cordage, you wrap it in here, you do notches on your other piece that's going across this way, and now you can strap it down. Bada boom, bada bing, it's going to hold. It's going to hold. So what about making a hole for bow hole drilling? Well, let us see. Let us see. Oh my. And I believe the spay blade would even be better for this because of that rounded tip. We'll test it. We'll test it. I'll do just a couple with each one and show you. So if you're making fires, bow hole drilling. So there right there makes a nice little hole. Notice the tip is still intact, right? Twisting, twisting, twisting. No problem because it's a case and because case knives work. So now let's close the old clipper. We'll get to the sheep's foot and we'll test that doing the same thing. Let's open up that. And so here we go. We're taking the sheep's foot and we are going to bow hole drill. And we will test. Wow, that's actually really nice with the sheep's foot. You know, I never bow hole drilled with a sheep's foot before. I don't think. Maybe, who knows? Maybe on film I did. Okay, so clip point, sheep's foot. See the difference? That was really, really nice work on that. So let's close that up. This might be like a boring one because I'm inside and I'm not as loud, but we're still going to get the right information out. So now we're going to use a spay blade. Same. Wow, that just, you hear that? Did you hear the wood? It's like Rice Krispies, right? It's like, ooh, pouring milk on a fresh bowl of Rice Krispies. So it turns out that the spay blade is better than just for nut cutting often. And we don't like to talk about nut cutting often. But this spay blade works really, really nice for bow hole drilling. I mean, really nice. Look at this. Look at, that's the spay. That's a really nice job right there. So when it comes down to it, what we're looking at is 3 really quality blades that are going to be able to cut all day, every day. And what we need to do is lower you guys a little bit so you can get in on some of this action here. Let's see. Oh, Nelly. Trying to do this on my legs. Probably not the best idea. And I'm using the shortest blade in the knife. 2.2-inch spay blade. My baton is the same thickness as the wood I'm batoning, so that's not always a good thing, but it's working. And then we're going to see afterwards how well this little guy held up. Is there any wobbling? Nope. Is it shutting? Is it shutting straight? Is it opening? Is it opening straight? Dead nut. Let's take out the clip point. We'll go from shortest to longest with skipping the middle because we don't really need to do everyone. But let's do that with the old clipper. Now normally, you're gonna have a more solid base than I am right here, and this whole slipping sliding action is not gonna happen, but it is right now because I'm an idiot. All right, here we go. So processing wood, getting yourself some kindling. Can you do it with an old school? Yup. These knives are made to tackle any job you have. Now I can keep going, but I'm running out of room to hit, and doing this on my legs is really kind of a bitch. So let's test it. Super solid. Closes dead straight. Opens dead straight. All that batoning, did we get any gapping? Nope. Everything is freaking perfect. Let's take a look at the edge. Everything is perfect. Again, this one I'm going to bring with me today. I actually have to go out to the casinos. Not have to. I just like to. So today is a casino day, going out to Foxwoods Resort and Casino in Uncasville, Connecticut. And so this will be in my pocket, 100% and faux show. This will be in my pocket. It comes down to, it's just a classy knife. You know what I mean? When somebody says, hey man, anybody got a knife so I can open this package? You pull out something like this. It's something that they admire. You pull out any kind of regular folder. You know, if I pull out a Spyderco, they're not looking at it going, oh my God, wow, look, that is beautiful. Look at that construction. Oh my God. No, that's not happening. They're saying, ooh, that's a badass knife, man. That thing's strong. Yeah, true. But they're not admiring that. And when you're talking about a classic real knife, look at Jersey Knife Guy. Jersey Knife Guy does a bunch of classics. He's got some really nice ones. And that's what drew me to his channel, was the fact that he appreciates a man's knife, a real man's knife. This thing, you just throw it in your pocket, boop, throw it in your purse, boop. Dudes, don't carry a purse. But there you go. I mean, it's a real man's knife, but it can be a real woman's knife too. She can handle this. It is just a sweet, sweet blade. It's made to just cut, and it's made to last. Think about it, man. These things go back far. Early 1900s for case, and these designs go back to the 1800s. Just used, tried, tribulated, and just done, man. These things are sweet, awesome. Their work and the value is here. It holds its value. So, and you remember, there's so many different kinds of scales that you can get for it. These things, they have so many different options. This one right here, this knife is about 70, I think it's sub 75, somewhere in there. Yeah, you can get them on Smoky Mountain Knife Works for $73. And this thing, I'll tell you, if you're just a collector and you stick it in the sleeve and you keep these, it will increase value. If they are unused, it will increase value. I have one from 1973, the year I may have been born, and it was all beat up and rugged. I had to, it wouldn't really open and close very good. I had to clean it up and do it. Now it works very well. It's sharp. But it's worth more now than it was in 73, believe me. So these things are great to have because eventually, you know what I mean? If you got Bitcoins, you got gold, you got silver, you got case knives. They increase in value over time. So if you're looking for a really good classic style pocket knife and you really enjoy the Stockman style, you like the 3-blade, I can very, very highly recommend. I can recommend creating your own form of English language. I really recommend any of the case knives, but if you're looking for a Stockman, this one's just different because it has this going through the center. That's the only thing different from this one, from another one. Tang Stamp Series Stockman. Tang Stamp. Stank. It's just really pretty, man. These are so nice. Give you a little shot of like as much as I can here. Look at that. Look at that. It's so built well. Gosh, these are sweet. All right, so that's it for me. I'm calling this one. Don't forget, tomorrow is Thursday, and a very special something is happening via Choir Boys, with a Z at the end, one word, Choir Boys Cutlery. Scab is doing something very, very good to promote military. And I have a thing where the thing he does I don't really do because I don't say numbers, because I don't like when the numbers are out there. It's just, these are my brothers and sisters that are having issues, and I don't like the numbers. So instead of doing what Scab is doing, I'm taking you guys on a journey tomorrow. You guys will see it. It is very, very worth watching. So tomorrow, keep an eye out. I'll be putting up a video. Definitely get over to Choir Boys Cutlery tomorrow. See Scab. He's doing knife auctions to help a very, very important cause for the military and for soldiers especially. So please get over there. Check that out tomorrow. You will get all the information. Want a real knife? Check this out. Want a really cool take a walk in story? Tomorrow I'm bringing you guys to hallowed ground, and you will see exactly why I'm going to show you exactly why Scab's video is so important. So, whew, that's it right there, man. That's it right there. Beautiful. I am Donnie B all day. Till next knife.